Despite its physical separation from the rest of the United States, Alaska is one of the most scenic and fascinating parts of the country. Alaska's beauty is as vast as its size, and its seclusion only adds to the 49 states' beauty and mystery, making it an appealing getaway spot for adventurous travelers and nature lovers. You'll never be stuck for things to do in Alaska if you have a love for the outdoors. So, let's explore the top places to visit in Alaska. Number 10. Kenai Fjords National Park. This national park, which protects much of the fjord-riddled coastline of the Kenai Peninsula, provides some of the best sightseeing in Alaska. Visiting the Kenai Fjords National Park is like taking a trip back in time to the Ice Age. Glaciers and ice caps still exist and reach the ocean's edge, creating dramatic and unforgettable scenery. The park's panoramic landscapes include the Harding ice fields, many glaciers, and an uninhabited coastline. The national park is home to enormous brown bears, which feed on the fat-rich salmon. Half of the park is covered in ice all year, and deep fjords form where the water valleys have formed. These fjords are ideal habitats for a variety of aquatic wildlife, including migrating whales and birds swooping down to feed on the fish in the water. Seasoned adventurers can choose to camp along the coast, but landing sites are only accessible by kayak or water taxi. If you're an inexperienced paddler, you should definitely hire a guide. Number 9. Seward. Seward is a town that has a little bit of everything Alaska has to offer, and is often referred to as a gateway. A port city means marine life, and Seward offers several opportunities to appreciate it. The city is also a good starting point for exploring the Kenai Peninsula, including nearby attractions such as Exit Glacier. Avid wildlife watchers depart from the Kenai Peninsula for the Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge, which was established to protect the Kodiak bear and other rare animals. Families tend to favor the Alaska Sea Life Center, which is both an aquarium and the state's only permanent marine mammal rescue and rehabilitation facility. Seward is a popular tourist destination in Alaska because it serves as a starting and endpoint for many Alaskan cruises. You can also try your luck at catching halibut, black bass, lingcod, salmon, and other species on fishing charters in Seward. Number 8. Homer. If you want to explore nature or go fishing, Homer should definitely be on your Alaskan itinerary. Homer, Alaska's fishing capital, is located on the Kenai Peninsula and serves as a gateway to several national parks. As you approach Homer, you'll see an incredible panorama of snowy peaks, dramatic mountains, glaciers, and the famous Homer Spit, which offers beachcombing, fishing, and birdwatching, with more bald eagles than you can count. Homer is an artsy town known as the cultural capital of South Central Alaska, with a plethora of art galleries and museums, as well as live theater and music venues, along with fine restaurants and coffee bars on every corner. Kayakers, backpackers, and campers typically board water taxis to escape the hustle and bustle of Homer and experience the idyllic wilderness. The town was named after a gold prospector named Homer Pennock, but gold mining was never successful here. From the 1890s to World War II, coal mining was the primary industry in Homer, but today the economy is primarily based on fishing and tourism. If you can tear yourself away from the hustle and bustle, Homer has its fair share of educational institutions, galleries, and breweries to visit. Number 7. Anchorage. Because of its size and accessibility, Anchorage is frequently used as a starting point for those flying into Alaska. The diversity of cultural offerings, restaurants, and nightlife in the city reflects its relatively large population. And because this is still Alaska, you won't have to look far for outdoor activities. Anyone interested in learning about Alaska Native traditions and culture should make sure to visit the Alaska Native Heritage Center. Visit the Anchorage Museum for even more Alaskan insight, where exhibitions blend art, history, and technology to tell the story of this northern land and the people who live there. Number 6. Fairbanks. Fairbanks is well known as one of the best places in the United States to view the northern lights. You can even get forecasts on aurora viewing conditions at the Geophysical Institute at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. It is the largest city in Alaska's interior region, and Fairbanks, like many other cities in Alaska, drew European settlers looking for gold. Today, the city attracts visitors with a diverse range of attractions. The Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum, because of its extensive collection of classic cars and antique garments, caters to fans of both vehicles and fashion. In the summer, Fairbanks has warmer weather and longer days than other southern Alaskan destinations. The solstice is also celebrated with events such as the Midnight Sun Festival, a 12-hour street fair. Doesn't that sound fun? Number 5. Wrangle St. Elias National Park and Preserve. The small town of Chitna is the ideal starting point for exploring Alaska's largest national park, which spans 13 million acres. Wrangle St. Elias National Park and Preserve is Alaska's largest and most beautiful national park. This magnificent mountain range contains 9 of the country's 16 highest peaks. It was all but abandoned after its mine closed in the late 1930s, but with the creation of the park in 1980, it began serving as the main gateway for visitors embarking on McCarthy Road, which winds 60 miles east into the heart of the park. With habitats ranging from temperate rainforest to tundra, you'll also find an amazing diversity of animals including moose, which are frequently seen near willow bogs and lakes, mountain goats, caribou, wolves, bison, black bears, and brown bears are among the other large mammal species. We encourage you to take advantage of ranger-led programs which include guided walks and interpretive talks. Number 4. Denali National Park. Denali National Park is the 3rd largest in the United States, encompassing North America's highest mountain and the Alaska Range. Denali National Park and Preserve is a breathtaking national park with over 6 million acres of dazzling lakes and jagged mountains, including a park's namesake, Mount Denali. Grizzly bears, wolves, reindeer, elk, and other animals live in Denali. The sled dog kennels, which offer demonstrations and are home to dozens of energetic huskies, are another favorite among the park's many activities. The 92-mile park road is one of its must-see attractions. Private vehicles are not permitted past mile 15, so you must take a shuttle or tour bus. Once on, you can hop off and back on at almost any point along the route. Consider a flight-seeing tour for a spectacular and one-of-a-kind view of the park. Some planes even have skis, giving tourists the thrilling experience of landing on top of a glacier. Number 3. Kodiak Island. Kodiak Island is well known for its fishing and bears. It is a well-known fishing destination where you can catch trout, halibut, and 5 different types of salmon. The Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge is unsurprisingly one of the most popular tourist attractions here, but the island also offers a variety of cultural activities. Did you know that the Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge was established in 1941 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt to protect the habitat of Kodiak bears, which are genetically distinct from other brown bears? There are approximately 3,500 bears living here, and because there are no roads in the refuge, visitors must rely on air charters or excursions from one of the many wilderness lodges to see the bears. If you're interested in the island's history, you will not be disappointed by the variety of offerings. Number 2. Skagway. Skagway, once the gateway to the Klondike Gold Rush, was teeming with treasure hunters hoping to strike it rich. Today, it allows visitors to relive the glory days of the Alaskan frontier. Skagway is a popular stop along the Inside Passage for cruise ships. Skagway's population actually doubles during the summer to accommodate the tourist season. If you want to learn more about its history, join a National Park Service ranger-led walking tour. Check out the old cemetery, which contains the remains of outlaws, gold miners, and local legends, and stop by one of the honky-tonk piano bars for a drink. The Mascot Saloon, Corrington's Alaskan Ivory Museum and Gift Shop, and the Arctic Brotherhood Hall are all structures worth visiting. Of course, there are numerous outdoor activities available such as hiking the Chilkoot Pass Trail, flight seeing, kayaking, rafting, dog sledding, and other activities. Number 1. Juneau. The state capital can be thought of as the epitome of all the fun things to do in Alaska, and it also serves as a major port for cruise ships passing through the area. Make sure to plan plenty of photo opportunities for your vacation because Juneau's sparkling turquoise waters and lush, verdant forests will have you frequently stopping to capture the moment. Mendenhall Glacier is a crowd favorite. The glacier can be seen up close via kayak excursions and hiking trails about 13 miles northwest of downtown Juneau. A particularly popular trail leads to the spectacular Nugget Falls. Also, consider visiting the Alaska State Museum, which has rotating exhibits about the state's natural and human history. Lastly, check out the Alaskan Brewing Company and their tasting room, which features more than 20 Alaskan beers on tap. It would be a great way to unwind after a long day. Which of these top places in Alaska would you like to visit first? Comment below.